That's nice.
Yeah.
How good was that lightning strike though?
It's good, eh? I love the lightning show.
Yeah. So good. It's just flowing from that way, isn't it?
Over there, I think, to the right.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if we can fix the live up so it's like faces.
What's that? What do you got? Oh, your video, eh?
Oh, just on Instagram Live. Just to kind of watch the storm roll in.
Oh. Yeah.
So that we've actually got it on film.
Yes, we know. So beautiful, but so sorrowful.
Definitely.
They have some really good shit. Really, really good shit. But just really...
Oh, really?
Really... Just bittersweet.
Yeah, yeah.
Bittersweet stuff, yeah. I've loved them ever since I was like 15.
Oh, that one.
Always been my first love of music. And even their album booklets and stuff had a bit of just really interesting scenery over in Finland. They went out to like the forest and the bush and the marshlands and it'd be like dead trees and stuff, and the way they just did the photography was so good. And it was just, you really encapsulated it all.
Okay.
The vibe of the album and stuff. That.
Oh yeah, the little one being this like. Oh, there's another one. And the big ones are coming from this line, but the light's coming from over there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Right? This is not a rumble. That rumble. Like, turn that down a little bit. Well, this is not a rumble. And it's clear cut off.
Rolls and rolls. You know, I think the last time we had a big... There's another one. Last time we had a big storm, we had Connor here. I took him to bed that night and he just wanted to sit up and watch it.
Oh,
so the first time, so we sat in his bedroom, like on the edge of his bed, looking out the window and just watching the lightning. And he's like, just waiting. He's like, just one more before I go to bed. And he's like flashing, like, yeah, oh, yeah, that's it. And just one more. And I'm like going, yeah, one more. And it just took me back to just the simplicity of being a child. And I loved it. I loved the storms back then. And it's the first time he went from being scared of them to actually being fascinated. And I just, so
that's a good line. That's a good thing. I just took one moment. And then that's what life is. Life is about those moments.
Oh! It just cracked down there.
I saw it over there.
Oh, really? I saw like an actual bolt go down there. That's great. That's awesome.
Oh, that's going to be fucking beautiful.
Yeah. But you're right. Like, it's about those moments. And that's the thing is, he'll remember that turning point for himself, you know?
Yeah, that's it.
I remember watching every time there's a storm, I'd watch Daddy, you know, we'd sit out here with Daddy.
Well, look what happened when we did this before Halloween. He was out here with us. I was like, no, that's boring.
I know, but he had his own fun, like he was running around and doing his own thing.
It was such a hurricane.
And that was such a good thing, because like, I mean, we worked hard, got the house set up, and we had time before everyone started rocking up.
To actually chill.
Just chill and
catch
enjoy
up
the
on the last what?
That's what I used to love about back in the tape days, is I'd finish work, and then I'd go home and have like maybe an hour or two to play a video game while I waited for everyone to rock up. And it'd always be Squeaks and Lucas rocks up first. And we'd have a few drinks, and it's just that anticipation. You know everyone's going to be getting there soon, and just you're like, this is going to be a fucking good night. And I just love that point That was the best part.
Those are the good days though, like, oh, fucking hell.
Those days got me through. They really did. I had some hard days.
Yeah.
I lived for the weekends with you guys, I really did.
But it's amazing how everything's come full circle now, like, with everything that's happened in the last decade.
Oh yeah.
Like, but who knew? Like, think about it, like 10 years ago, who knew that we'd be at this moment?
No, I could only hope, you know. And there's some people that aren't in our lives anymore, which is like a shame, but...
It is a shame. Or we split off down our own journeys and paths.
Well, you do. I reckon if you keep a friend for more than 7 years, you've got them for life.
It's true. I love that smell of like the rain once it hits the pavement and stuff.
So good, hey?
Oh yeah.
They do a song called Guilt and Regret.
Yeah, oh really?
Yeah, it's actually really, like, lyrically, they're just, they're mavericks.
How good was the Who? With the Metallica cover.
Yeah, I hadn't heard them do that one yet. I was going to go see them with Lucas down in Sydney before COVID hit.
Oh, really?
Then with My Chemical Romance, their reunion, and Jimmy Eat World, and the Who's going to be playing, and that was a big festival. They're supposed to still be doing it at some point, but I don't know. Wow.
Whoa.
Oh,
That was
so fucking good.
holy
It was going to be a big
shit.
one when it was like that. You're like,
Oh
man,
my
just
God.
wait for it.
Hold on.
You wait.
Wait, hold up, look. So it's in about 80, like 80? Fucking hell. Fucking hell, that was crazy. Oh, 87, it's not too bad. So you have higher than the average resting rate.
Yeah.
That was massive. And we got that on video as well.
Yeah.
That is good. Oh man. Oh, there's metal in here now. I don't need to be fucking struck by that. That was super close as well.
That was. It's coming in. It's moving over it. I live for this.
Oh yeah. Can we like go in a little bit? Because I'm afraid, because all my there's metal in my face. I don't want to get struck by nothing. Whoa, yeah! I'm just going to move over now towards, maybe not towards the car, but like, just a little bit in.
I was talking to a friend the other while ago about
Wait for it. 3, 2, 1. Nah, it's a little bit high, it's a little bit back.
There's already one rolling around.
Isn't like you start counting?
One Mississippi, two Mississippi.
Alright, and the second's counter how much distance it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, you're talking to friend?
Yeah, it's about like travelling overseas and stuff like that. And people go to see like, they go like overseas to see like buildings and structures and things like that, you know. But I want to go to see the nature, to bask in a different atmosphere. I just imagine going overseas, like I love it in
Different
Scotland.
cultures.
Yeah. Going off on my own and just like not with other tourists and stuff, and just being in like a forest. And just you know when you look at a picture from somewhere overseas, like just this beautiful landscape. I just want to be there in that moment and just soak it in. Yeah. And I love it over in Scotland because you can do that. You can stop off, you drove around and you can stop off like every couple of Ks and there's be nothing but there'd be nothing but just this beautiful scenery, and you just stop. They have these little pull-over stations. You just stop off and there's no one else around, and you just look. There's no one. And I want to go over there and do that again because I used to love the rain just pitter-pattering down all the time. You can walk through it.
That would be really
just
cool.
walk through dilapidated castles and stuff, and just really get the vibe. It was going to be fucking good.
That was like above the house. That's what I want to do. Like, I want to buy a castle.
Oh, buy a castle, yes. That's why I loved Sean Connery in Dracula. Like he lived in a castle.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That movie was so good.
Yeah.
Oh. This is the storm we're waiting for. Haha. And I was on fake nose. I got scared. Oh, it's coming stronger now. Where is it on bomb?
The open topless.
What was that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now.
Hear that rumble? Did you see that? I love the loud crack. Like, it really scares the shit out of me because the loudness. The loud cracks, like it sounds like it's tearing up the sky. Human after all. Rabble.
I might just take them off, that's alright.
Go for it.
Sometimes when it's pissing down rain and I'm driving, I'll actually turn my music off and just listen to the rain hitting the car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just love it.
I was going to make a nice crack.
No, just a steady rain. Do you want another?
You want another?
Oh, that should be, it went down well, but I refilled the ice, though.
Oh, we don't need ice.
We don't need no ice.
We're going to drink it too fast anyway.
I do like to chill on the ice, though.
Yeah, yeah. That's so cool. We're going to have a memory of that, just us feeling it forward.
You do that like philosophical chats with message stuff. Yeah, I think you need to. Yeah, Daniel was on price as well. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. I love that you just like mix it all in there. Oh, made that one a bit strong. Whoa!
Same Geronimo. Bombs away. Yeah, that's an album.
Oh yeah. gonna happen.
Just let it happen.
The sex drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had that like that uncut version where they do the stupid extra bits. And I'm like, the extra bits sometimes are the funnier things, like the outtakes.
Oh, like who really goes
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Cyclops.
Yeah. That was one of my favourite teen movies actually. But it's
download it. We should watch it.
I've got it on DVD, but not
The
like,
uncut.
No, I've got that already downloaded.
Oh, cool. Let's watch it.
I just remember like he's sitting there with Seth Green on that wagon, and he's just like, you know, like the boys. I was like, he goes to get off, he's like, shh, this is gonna happen.
I was like, so Seth Green sarcasm. Like, yeah, no, totally fix your car free. And I was like, oh, what? Oh.
Fuck, my boy's gonna fuck me in the roller quarters. He's like, he's gonna what? With what? He's like, oh yeah, he's gonna get off work early, go down to the bank,
How strong did you make
change
it,
10. I know, right? Sorry. He's gonna change 10, get with a roller quarters, he's gonna fuck my ass with fucking roller quarters.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just like the one bit I totally remember from that thing is like Cyclops. Now we need to watch that. We need to add that to the list.
Oh yeah.
That can be Wednesday. Ooh. That can be Thursdays maybe.
Yes.
Of choice. Oh. You know, maybe I want to watch as well. Along Came Polly.
I've heard of the movie, don't know what it's about.
Can you download it, please? Are you doing it from your phone?
I can't do it from my phone, but I can put a note in there so I don't forget.
Sweet.
What I want to do eventually is I might set up a good terrace at the front there with like a covered area and a couple of chairs and a table, and you can sit down and
With
watch
like a glass roof.
Yeah, and just watch everything. The glass
Like
roof would be
those-
nice actually, yeah.
Looks like those bungalows that you sleep in to watch the Aurora Borealis.
Oh, I want to do that. I want to see the Aurora Borealis. Can we put that on the bucket list?
Yes.
Sweet.
Because that's what I want to do. And another one is going on the Trans-Siberian.
The what?
The Trans-Siberian, the train.
No, but it sounds fun. I want him.
Yo.
Yeah.
I want to do that train.
Okay. So it goes to Siberia?
It's like the longest train thing in the world. I don't know. It's a Trans-Siberian.
Transurban.
No, not
Trans-Siberia.
Trans-Siberia.
I don't know.
I'll look it up. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of good things. Whatever's good and atmospheric and moody, and you can just get some beautiful shots and just bask in that the atmosphere and the view.
I think it is called the Trans-Siberian.
You can do a cruise too that goes up like Niagara through Canada and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know.
I want to see a moose.
Yeah, I want to see moose. Yeah, I'd love to get out to those big tall tree forests and stuff in America. That'd be so cool.
Yo, I want to visit the suicide forest.
You know, in Japan.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's on my bucket list. I know I'm gonna be fucking scared, but
we'll just make sure that's our last destination.
Yeah,
They
kid
never
jokes.
can.
Well, one of us will come out alive. You kill me first. Okay, you kill me first. It'll be like a fucking scary movie.
Yeah.
like this.
What's that one live from my lat's walking through the Langland Forest with a backpacker, and the backpacker says, "Oh, Jesus, it's getting awfully dark out here and scary." And Ivan goes, "What are you worried about? I'm the one to walk back alone." I love it. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah. And I want to visit, obviously, Pennsylvania or Transylvania, and visit Carpathian Mountains.
Booty shit, man.
And fingers crossed, find a vampire that will turn me. And then live out my days in the Carpathian Mountains.
Yeah, I just want a big-titted vampire that just entrances me. And then she can do what she wants. I can make her bungalow boy or whatever.
Oh, kind of like the Three Sisters for Dracula.
Yeah.
And you can be one with boy toys.
Oh, so good. Yeah. I don't want to be the guy who eats bugs. Renfield, no thanks.
Nah, I don't want to be one of the Three Sisters. I want to be the one sister. Just me, just solo. Yeah. I'll probably kill them as well.
No. They'll be there. You'll be Dracula's
main concubine.
Yeah.
I'll still kill them anyway, because fuck those bitches. Sluts.
I mean, something.
Yeah, we'll get you a nice big titted woman.
Yeah.
A big titted mermaid bitch.
Did you watch Dracula Untold?
No, but it's coming out on Netflix on December 15th.
It got a bad rap. I actually quite enjoyed it for what it was.
Download it.
Yeah, it had a nice ending too, like in a way.
Well, it's based on Vlad the Impaler, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was basically Vlad the Impaler. He was.
Alright. I wanted to do a story
yeah.
about Elizabeth Bathory though.
Yeah. But they did Charles Dance was the vampire that turned him.
Oh.
And he was in a cave. And I think he was one of the best modern representations of a true vampire.
Really?
He was chilling. His performance was chilling. The makeup, the sauna, everything.
But see, like with the vampires, like what do you think, like obviously with the modern day vampires and everything else like that, because I'll have to adapt with everything else, like, what's the quote, like the best thing the devil ever did was convincing the world he never existed. And I believe that's the same for vampires, like, fair enough, there's all these vampires, but what, like, does sunlight actually work on them? Like, would UV actually work on them? Would they actually turn to dust, or would it just weakens them?
Well, that's the thing is that people, like you know, like the Yetis and stuff, there are people out there who actually believe vampires exist just in the way that we think about them. Not, like, it's all misdirection. Everything's misdirection. They put out these mainstream ideas of what vampires really are.
That's what people go with.
But yeah, but there's actually a much more mysterious underground stuff thing out there.
Well, because there's a book series by another artist, author that I read, the Dark series, where it's based on like the vampires of Carpathian Mountains. And essentially, one, they're pretty much invincible. It's really hard to kill them. Not only that, they don't die in sunlight. They actually get very, very weakened. So as long as they go, like the underground thing is true, as long as they go underground, it heals them. But the dirt from Carpathian Mountains is what they need to heal in. They can't go anywhere else.
Yeah. Did you ever... Sorry.
No, you go.
No, I was going to go on to another subject, so you continue.
No, I lost it.
Okay. Did you watch Daybreakers?
Yes.
That was good.
That was good.
That was good. That was an Aussie helmed flick.
Really?
Yeah.
I wish they would continue on with that. That would be cool, especially the fact that they found a cure, essentially.
Yeah. It was, and I found it fascinating because
and it was really...
Ethan Hawke's Australian.
Yeah. Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It was filmed in Australia. It was, and the directors were Australian.
Yeah.
And there's the chick in it, the daughter.
Yeah.
Isabel Lucas. She was in like Home and Away or Neighbours or one of those things.
It was really well done, especially the fact like the vampires were mutating and eating other vampires.
Yeah.
And like when one was cured, blood actually turned the other one, so it had like a reverse effect.
Yeah.
So they effectively cured vampirism by doing that like fucking hot cold thing.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting how they come about it.
Yeah.
Because they didn't actually die in sunlight, it weakened them or whatever. Like
they would die, but what they needed to do was go out into it just enough to the point where it turned them back to human being alive.
It killed the vampire cells, which
killed the
acted
vampire
as
gene and everything, yeah.
Because it was like it wasn't so much in their gene, it's like a virus or bacteria, blood.
Yeah, whatever it was,
yeah.
But it had to be just enough so it didn't actually destroy them altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's burning them off.
Basically on the brink of death, yeah.
Which makes sense because you need to be on the brink of death in order to become a vampire. Wow. Learning.
There's a band called Iced Earth. A bit unrelated, but a band you mentioned a lot talking about, like, you know, the greatest thing the devil ever did was convince the world that it didn't exist.
What do you reckon? Plane or star? Or UFO?
Plane.
Oh.
Too bright, especially in this kind of night there.
And it looks like the things are blinking.
It's twinkling, yeah. Or UFO,
I'll laugh if that fucking shot straight up. Can you imagine that? I'll be like, let's go, I'm going to sleep, fuck this. I'll nerd myself. I'll nerd myself so I don't fucking scare myself.
Well, you know that the Pentagon did acknowledge that they came out and they released information saying that they acknowledge that UFOs exist.
Yeah, but how they acknowledged it was during all the pandemic stuff, which means, which comes back to September 21 where people raided the Pentagon and also people opened the sarcophagus, couple of sarcophagus and Pandora's box essentially, which released the virus.
Is that what they reckon?
Well, yeah, because during the whole time the outbreak hit, archaeologists uncovered a sarcophagi and opened it.
Interesting.
Right? And it was funny that the alien stuff was all buried under all the news, because that's fucking amazing news.
Well, if you think about it though, it's not as interesting as you think. I mean, everyone goes, oh my god, they're admitting aliens exist. I'm like, no, they're admitting UFOs exist. What they're saying is that the objects that they on the footage that was released is unidentified. So therefore, they weren't able to identify it. Doesn't mean it's aliens, it just means that it wasn't identified. It could be another country's spacecraft.
Lights?
It's there. It's just gone behind the clouds.
Okay.
There's another one further out. Yeah.
Oh,
so that's
so
all it really
still,
is.
Oh, so it's still unidentified.
Yeah, it's like, that's exactly what it is. They're just saying it's unidentified, meaning they could not identify it. People just think, people attach UFO to aliens. I mean, they think it's synonymous, and I'm like, no, unidentified is literally that, it's unidentified. So what they're doing is they're admitting that they don't know what the fuck it was.
I remember in Melbourne, when I was probably about, 11 or 12, when we still lived at Nova Park, and I looked up and I saw this like circle, but it had like 2 bits flinging out and like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like the sunlight sort of thing. But it's too close to surface for me to see with the naked eye for a fucking satellite.
Yeah, exactly. Way too close. Like, you wouldn't believe, like, they reckon that if you can see a meteor in the sky coming at us, it's already too late because for it to be that big, it's stacked.
It's already in the atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah,
like we're already fucked.
Yeah. But this band it's a metal band called Iced Earth.
Yeah.
They do this ongoing series of songs based around this story they created, which is essentially that humans are aliens from another planet.
Oh.
We came to Earth, and there were humanoids here. We came to Earth, and we basically just wiped a bunch of them out and just took over.
That doesn't surprise me, considering we act like a virus. Like, we're not an apex predator, nothing. We destroy everything we come in contact with.
Yeah, it's got a really fascinating story. They bleed it into like our reality. Hang on, let me just.
Well, that's like there's an interview which obviously was made up, but there's an interview on YouTube of someone interviewing an alien asking questions.
Yeah.
And it's like, who are you? It's like, we are humans.
It was us, but evolved so
much.
We've
evolved so much. Well, what we've done is we've come back in time in order to fix mistakes. And like people like, nah, it's fake. But I'm like, what if that's real though? Like, what if that is from Area 51 and someone leaked it?
Exactly.
But they put it as, this is a fake production, blah blah blah, in order to again misdirect.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's all about misdirection. Like, remember 9/11 hit?
Yeah.
Obviously. And there were conspiracy theories about there was missiles. And the Pentagon got hit, but there was no wreckage of anything, but there was like severe damage.
Yeah.
And the chick that was like, no, it wasn't a missile heading towards that, she vanished.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, hey?
Oh, yeah.
But, so I'll read you the story. It's really fascinating because I like the idea that's based around it. So it says here that they basically, it's called the Something Wicked saga.
Yep.
And that's where I originally heard they had a song called Something Wicked This Way Comes. And then fucking Harry Potter, when the 3rd movie was released, they started using that term. But
go back inside.
Oh, they won't get past us anyway. Like, so it says it's called Framingham again. So it says tells the story of the Sethians, who were the original inhabitants of Earth and are directly descendant from the great architect. So like the person that created us, essentially God.
Yep.
They are said to have nearly omniscient knowledge. Humans who originate on a distant planet and have developed space travel invade Earth in a bid for unlimited power and unlimited knowledge, killing all but 10,000 Sethians. The remaining 10,000 go into hiding in the mountains in the east. The Sethian High Council, which consists of 12 elders and a high priest, make a plan to get revenge on the invading human race. They plan to initiate the clouding, which involves brainwashing all the humans and making them forget their origins. Oh, wow. Once completed, the Sethians will assimilate into the human race and manipulate history as deemed by the Domino Decree by creating religions such as Christianity and Islam to divide the humans.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucking good, man. I'd love to read this baked. It'd be so good. Division would then cause men to succumb to worldly intentions, and in doing so, bring about conflicts that would only make them weaker. Once humankind is sufficiently divided, after 10,000 years, the Sethians will await, as the prophecy told millennia ago, the birth of the Antichrist, Set Abominate.
Oh.
It was predicted that Set Abominate would destroy all the human race and execute the revenge the Sethians have long awaited. And events parallel those of the Bible and the Tower of Babel. It tells the story of the prophecy to the events right before the birth of Set Abominate. Then in the part 2, which is like another album, they did an entire album based on it. The album tells the story of Antichrist, Set Abominate, starting with his birth in the 6th hour on the 6th day of the 6th month. Oh, wow. He grows up within the Sethian community, known as the minions of the Watch, who would raise the boy and put him on the path to his destiny. It was this undying love that taught Set about the death of his ancestors and how he is their saviour from the invading humans. So depending on the perspective, he's the good guy, if you think about it.
Yeah.
While learning the arts of the ancients, such as time manipulation and shape-shifting, he goes through many trials and tribulations and encounters self-doubt about who he is and whether or not he can actually fulfill the Scythian prophecy. In the end, he pulls through and emerges complete and confident about his purpose. Upon passing through the dimension gauntlet and his final test, he is crowned as the astral beast, whose wrath would be the catalyst to Scythian salvation. Set starts his work with the assassination of Jesus Christ, punishing him for the gift of second sight, and moves on to other great leaders and facetious throughout history. Over the course of the next 2,000 years, he crushes kingdoms under their own greed, deceit, and thirst for conquest, controls the weak with divisive tools such as religion, and declares his own God hand by appealing to the lies and self-deceit in every human being. The album ends on an open-ended note with the song Come What May. As Seth observes humanity through the ages, he acknowledges humans as a race with much potential despite its flawed nature. Set makes a requisition for humanity to overcome its imperfections to be thus saved from their destructive fate.
Wow.
I fucking love it.
That's like fucking bone chilling, man.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense though.
It does, and I love how they just weave it into real history because to a degree they're...
Because when you think about it, that's essentially what happens.
Yeah. My friend back in high school, his dad was absolute fucking Christian nut job. He was really, really focused on the Book of Revelations and all of the prophecies they have in place. He never kept his money in the bank. He kept it under the floorboards in the house, typical old school shit.
Yeah.
Because he used to be so paranoid because he said one day we're all going to have chips and barcodes on our arms, and that's basically your money.
Yeah.
And
which is essentially what happening now.
We laughed our ass off because back then, like you talk about 1995 or whatever, that just sounds ridiculous. Yeah, but it's not far off. I mean, people are getting microchip now because think about it.
Well, someone in Sydney got the Opal car microchip in their hand, and they just keep paying it.
Yep, and that's how you do it. We've got it with their phones. It'll be the next step. Everything's going to become a digital wallet. Once they have that technology, they can put it there, and then you go, and everyone's going to go, it's slow. See, we won't accept it, but generations from now who will think it's normal will accept it.
Well, look at the tech generation of now, though, like all these fucking younger kids now. They're all about that.
Yeah, go back 2 generations. People hated the TV. They're like, we don't need a TV in our house, it's an idiot box.
That's right, you can't deal to have...
question it.
Well,
don't even question it. It's standard, man. And this is the thing is that you wait a couple of generations.
Well, what happened to the days of family dinners and everything else like that?
Exactly.
What happened to the days of disciplining your kids and hitting them because they're unruly and stuff? That's the thing to do. Now it's like, no, it's not good to discipline your kids. But how many kids out there are fucking spoiled and entitled? Same fucking shit, man. Like, I got fucking hit. That's fine. But I knew to respect my fucking elders or be nice about it. Like, I didn't come out fucking entitled.
100%. And that's exactly it. Oh, no, it was great. They talk about this chip. I mean, they talk now about microchipping animals. You can also microchip children now as a GPS tracker.
That's like in Black Mirror. One of the things with the chicks being thingy.
And the issue is, do you know what they do to parents so to fill up the back middle corner? Is they go, well, if your kid got kidnapped, wouldn't you want to know where they are? And you go, well, I can't argue with that. Of course I'd want to be able to find them.
But that's manipulation at its finest.
It's manipulation at its finest, exactly. But it takes away their freedom in another way. But you want to know where everyone is all the time. We're already starting to do it. I sit there and I'm obsessed like with my with my anxious attachment style.
Yeah.
If I can see that she's been on Facebook, I go, okay, I know that she's active, I know that she's probably somewhere, she's online, I can see where she is. People want to know where they are all the time. But even everyone's got the GPS tracker on each other's phones. So like Jess used to have it on Daniel's phone, so she knew where he was going to be or how far away he was from where we're going to be at our destination and stuff.
See, but that's stupid though. That's downright fucking.
Yeah, but they're played on the angle. Well, what if something happened to you? At least I know where you are. Which is great, but how often is that going to happen?
Yeah, but that brings up unnecessary trust issues as well.
Exactly.
Like
and 99.9% of the time, it's a trust issue thing, and you can't help but look, and then it becomes obsessive and becomes bad. But at 1.1% is good. You've got to be glad you did it. It's an insurance policy.
Oh yeah, because someone's really going to fucking kidnap Daniel.
Well, no, but it could happen. Like someone gets mugged, someone gets happened. Like it's not going to save them, but at least you're going to know where their body is buried. You know what I mean? It's
because the muggers will take the phone, and therefore the fucking GPS location is gone.
Well, yes, but when you have a microchip in you,
oh, well, that's
all these kids have got kidnapped, all these kids have gone disappeared, no one ever knew what happened to them.
It hasn't left that spot.
No, it's just sitting there.
If it was an airplane, it would have done a loop or something like that.
But it can't be a star. It's way too bright and it's going through the clouds, so it can't
But, like, for real though, that hasn't left a spot. We've been talking for like the last 20 minutes since you brought it up.
It has
And
faded though. There's that one that's been moving. It was next to it. It was on the left of it before, and now it's across.
And because what happens is if they're waiting, I think it went back inside. What happens with the airports is that when they're doing a loop-de-loop.
Mm.
So that has to be something else.
Yeah.
Because there's no way, like, how does a plane hover?
It doesn't stay in the same spot all that
No,
time.
it should be moving with the rest of them.
Mm.
And it's not going up or down. Because then the plane's over here doing that.
Yeah. It's weird.
Can you imagine while we're talking about this shit and it's right there?
It goes. It had a little red light flashing next to it.
Oh wait, is there a tower nearby?
Not for that. Not for that, because you see that every night. I don't see that every night.
Oh, what is that then? Helicopter?
Yeah, maybe. I love my candy cane lights. They're pretty cool.
They're really cool. I like them a lot.
I really want to go out and get more shit. Do you know what I need to buy? I need to buy a fucking ladder. I need to buy a ladder.
Do yourself a ladder for Christmas.
I should. I should.
Wait, it's slowly moving.
Oh, now it's going. Okay.
And now it's stopped.
No, it's still going, but it wasn't doing that before. How can that start now? How can it sit there and now go that way? Okay, that's weird.
Right? And the light's fading.
Yeah, see, you look at that now, it's just so you come out and you went, oh, there's a plane in the sky moving in the distance, but how could it sit in that one spot for so long and now only start doing that?
But look at the speed it's doing it though.
Yeah. Well, to be that far back, yeah.
No, because the other one already done its loop-to-loop and disappeared.
Mm.
Bro!
He's probably like, oh shit, they can see me sitting here.
Can you imagine? I am so fanooking myself so I passed out of sleep because there's no way I'm going to be waking up with fucking aliens probing my asshole. I'm sorry.
I know, I remember reading, because I love reading people's accounts of like, abduction. And something back in the 50s.
The Stan Romanek series, have you seen that?
No.
Oh.
I'll have to check it out though. Yeah, it's gone altogether. Oh no, there it is. There's one dude that looked black fella, who's like a farmer back in the 50s or whatever, and he got abducted, he said.
Yeah.
And he came across some chick who had like she was blue and she had like a pointed chin and she was completely naked. And he was put into a room. Yeah, he got pumped full of stuff and it made him vomit and stuff and feel sick. And then he got taken to another room where there was this chick, she had like bright red hair, bright red pubes, she was blue and she had like a pointed chin. And he said she was so incredibly attractive that he couldn't, like, something came over him and she wanted to make love to him.
Oh, so like pheromones or something like that.
Essentially, yeah. And like, you could just try and imagine, like, to have something that was just so, like, you sit there and go, oh, fuck, he's hot or she's hot, you know, you think that, but to have something so attractive that you kind of just compel.
You've gone animalistic and gone for it.
Pretty much, yeah. And then apparently, like, she rubbed her belly afterwards and then pointed up, and he took it as, like, I'm going to take our baby up to the sky, like, you've given me your seed. And then they took him back down, essentially. So, it's interesting, like, I'm always trying to, that's fascinating, trying to imagine what it would be like to be so compelled by something so powerful. Because you get that physical attraction with some people where you kind of go, you just always can't help yourself. Like, you're near them, you want to touch them all the time.
Yeah.
And you hold off because you've got willpower. But what happens when when you're drunk, you kind of,
No, fuck it, that willpower goes out the window. But that's like, you know, in bed when there's no one around, and then you kind of like, yeah, grab that dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was going to relax. I think the storm has subsided.
It has, yeah. I think we've passed the best of it.
That'd be a cool podcast, like Storm Talks.
That's what I'm saying, like, we should do, like, a session. I mean, unfortunately, we can't schedule them.
We can't.
But you can advertise, be like, next time there's a storm, it'd be like, Mac and Harvey talk. You know?
That would be so cool.
Talk about life.
That one there, I'll probably put as part one of our fucking StormCast.
Storm sessions, yeah.
Well, because it's coming up to storm season now, isn't it?
No, that was October.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but January, February, we tend to get a lot of rain, especially when there's weird weather, like it's hotter than usual or colder than usual and stuff like that. We tend to get floods, and we were only due for a flood last year. 2020 should have been, like, every 3 years was like a crazy flood since 2011.
Yeah, because 2011 was a big one where it actually overflowed the Brisbane River and destroyed some of the places.
Yeah, not just that, but there's like a couple other ones. There was 2011, 2013, 2011, 2014, 2017.
Then you got the bushfires as well, like people fucking... See, that's a plane, for sure.
That one is, yeah, that's close. You can even fucking see it. But that one out there, it's doing a loop now. It's coming back again.
So what if someone's like mimicking a plane though?
Yeah, it probably is. It's just like, oh shit, I need to do something here.
Or a plane's come through and it's like hovering above the plane or something. But there was no way for it to be like the light was there.
It was just sitting there static for so long.
For so long.
For so long, yeah.
And then slowly moved. Like, look how fast that one is moving compared to the other one. Is dinner ready?
Yeah, it's been sitting there ready for a while.
Oh, sweet. Let's go have dinner and watch a movie. Alrighty, I'm going to turn this off. Thanks, guys, for joining us for the Storm Talks. Oh.